Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting session of Platinum Watch. I am Dungeon Master Walkmaniac C, and joining me as always are my ever-present role players. Man, it's been crazy. I haven't seen you guys since last year. Badoom. New Year's jokes.
I quit on principle.
On principle.
How dare you?
Well, without a paladin now.
Joining me as always, like I said, are my ever-present role players. Going in no particular order, we'll just use the order that y'all unmuted. The Hauberk Bridge playing Talasoon.
Soon to be replaced by my next character, because I'm quitting.
Zodiac Zack 19 playing Random Mishorm.
Rando has been here probably almost the longest.
Storm Sage 13 playing Merrick Gilder.
Merrick has been here second the longest, because Rando is, well, older than him.
Avok Korik playing... Oh, wait. Red Beast 13 playing Avok Korik. Wow, that was something that just happened in my brain.
Behold!
You're not the one who's dying of an infection right now?
We rip off my twin's face and there's just a Goliath.
No, I'm not dying of an infection right now. I just have worked along 2
we know
weeks. I don't know. Maybe I've got something going on in my brain. I don't know.
Guys, 2022 was really long.
2022 was really long. And Vexatal playing Usaperic, and they will be here in a bit.
Maybe. The house kind of caught fire.
Yeah. Oh my god, what is happening with my brain actually? Okay, when last we left off, just actually having brain damage right now.
Oh god, who gave him psychic damage?
You know what? I've been spending too much time around Star and Zammy. I think that's what's going on. I'm just having literal brain damage. When last we left off, the party had entered the clan wars. Specifically, it was called the Clan Moot. In determining the High King of Kynagal, the 48 clans would be divided up into multiple alliances and would fight in a tournament-style bracket of Capture the Flag before the winners of that tournament would be allowed to partake the actual trials of the king. As the party had not yet passed, I guess, what is the longest preliminary in the history of preliminaries, they had come into the tournament and gotten a pretty good win on Clan Weird and their alliance, and now we're facing down Clan Maeve and their alliance. Ilum and Rando scouted out the losers bracket to kind of gauge those clans, see how they were doing, and also try and get first eyes on good lord, Clan Kerbrok to go ahead and determine if they would be, like, what their fighting strength was, as well as their magical prowess, like their abilities, just kind of gauge them and figure out what was up. While the rest of the party participated in the next round, Merrick and Tala pushed forward as attackers. Avok did his scouting stuff, and Yuza defended. They completely and utterly crushed Clan Maeve, courtesy of, like, the vastness of their information network, as well as the, like, strength of their allies. And secured another win for Clan Ergodalan. Now they have a little bit of downtime between the days. Oh, right, and Merrick received his aspect of the Forgone, the Dawnwolf's Hauberk, where during the match, 2 of the attunement curses were triggered, so now there is only 1 more left, and he's going to try and trigger it in the downtime while the party is getting ready for the next match, so that he can have a fully tuned aspect of the Forgone without the bad side effects. I think that was everything.
Believe so?
Sorry, guys. I'm not at the top of my game. It's been a year since we played.
Yeah.
Okay, I want blood crystal the eyeless on the DM.
You think this was bad? Like 2020 was the worst because I was like, oh man, I'll see y'all next decade.
I cast Fireball.
I cast remove your knees, old man.
I was about to say, I heard I cast Fireball. Who the hell brought Kaz into this game?
You can't
I
cast
haven't
remove
used
knees.
it in so long. I've been using Gravity Fissure.
Damon remembers.
Damon never
I will
forgets.
remove gravity. I swear to God.
Randall will just remove gravity in its entirety.
Also, Walker, there's a character in Tiger and Bunny that's literally his whole gimmick.
Oh, just blowing stuff.
No, Golden Ryan. He literally just does gravity fissures and stuff.
Oh, cool.
I was about to say never
Alright.
forgetting.
Ah! I'm attacked by a cat.
Hello, cat.
So, on that note, as we get into the social session, and I'm gonna go ahead and as we get into the downtime of basically prepping for the fight against Clan Bolg, I'm gonna go around and get activities from people. But before all that, I'm gonna roll a super fantastical D4 to determine who gets the aspect of the Forgone this time, as the chasm is hard at work.
He was hoping it's Vex, who's currently dealing with a fire.
I mean, we'll see.
I wonder if he'll somehow end up with Tala blowing up, what's his face again?
Damien?
Damien, yeah.
So it is not Vex.
Dang.
Let me see who it is.
Dude, I haven't played Rando in a year. I don't even remember how he works anymore.
I mean, technically, none of us have played these characters in a year.
These jokes are gonna get so old so fast.
It's spreading. I love
Losing my
it.
patience.
Sorry.
It's
sorry.
spreading like lycanthropy.
We'll stop.
Eh.
We'll stop.
No, I'm joking.
Okay. I was like, okay, well, if it's actually bothering him. Okay, cool.
I'm bringing my new character, Roland.
So it is Rando who will be getting it.
Oh, nice.
Oh. All right.
So yeah, as with before, as you all are waking up around your camp in the morning, a small little earth golem is hanging out outside your tent with a little present box made out of earth. It's about the size of a baseball, like the box.
That's interesting.
You want to open it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, inside there is a little woven band made out of grass.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little bracelet.
Ooh. Another to add to the collection.
As you slap it on, it immediately resizes to perfectly fit your wrist, so it will not slip or slide. It's locked on there. And if anyone would like to cast Identify, they can. In the meantime, I will get Rando his description.
Literally none of us but use our Identify.
Well, that sucks for y'all, I guess.
Step
I just
back.
realized, do any of us actually even have Identify?
Avok will cast Detect Magic.
It's magical, man.
Holy
Hold on.
shit.
Hold on. I might have something.
Avok touched the party.
But to
Guys,
say,
it's
Identify is a
magic.
cleric spell.
Wait, it is?
Should be.
No.
Let me
Knowledge.
see if I have Identify.
It's knowledge domain.
What level's Identify?
I thought I
One.
had it with Tasha's.
Hold on. Checking,
Yeah,
I'm checking
Cal
my-
don't have it.
hold on. Let me go into my D&D Beyond bullshit. Additional cleric spells. Okay.
I mean, I'm not seeing it, but if the DM is saying that's been added.
I'm not going to trust myself here on this one, so I'm gonna...
Yeah, it's not in my cleric spells that I have on my D&D Beyond. So, I'm going to use...
I mean, regardless, I'm going to let Rando know what it does, because these are y'all's aspects of the Forgone. Like, they...
Think.
Grim psychometry?
Yeah, I was wondering if I could use grim psychometry.
Here you go, Zach.
Okay.
When you use level 9, you gain the supernatural talent to discern secrets surrounding mysterious relics, exalt places touched by evil. Whenever you make a history check, you can recall information about the sinister or tragic history of the object you are touching. At the discretion, you may roll. So, I don't know if it will work really well.
Yo.
What's up?
I love it.
I'm glad
Yo,
to
Zach.
hear that.
I'm gonna keep this to myself for a bit,
Beautiful.
Perfect.
cause I'm a bitch.
I mean, to be fair, I did the exact same thing with my Dawnwolf Hauberk.
I
uses
love the
dispel
idea
magic on it.
of Rando being like, oh yeah, I'll just hand over my sword, I guess. I'll get something or whatever. And then just gets this back and is like, where did y'all get the extra components for this shit? I didn't give you, like, any...
Honestly, yeah, no, I'm like, this ain't what I got back. Like, this isn't what I gave, but like, I'll take it.
I mean, it kind of is. It still counts as a magical melee weapon.
Ooh, I like it.
So what would happen if we used dispel magic on it?
Well,
I'll say, I'm
good
assuming
good luck.
These things are made by
I'm joking.
being
I don't
beyond
know
God.
if you can.
What happens is
Yeah.
you take psychic damage.
That's about right.
With aspects of the Forgone, I do have them spec'd in my world like that. They cannot be dispelled by magic, mostly because they count as higher than a 9th level spell.
Wait, this thing essentially gives me my own mini fireball?
No. I just based the damage off of the firebolt cantrip.
Yeah, no. 'Cause I get it, but I'm like, so I basically got my own little fireball, not literally the spell fireball.
Yeah, because it's not a splash damage area of effect nuke from orbit. It's just a singular target for a certain amount of fire damage.
It's just a singular fuck you.
Mailed from this address. Fuck you. But yeah. Now
Oh my
that
God.
you've now
It's
that-
been so long since I've got this excited. I'm genuinely happy.
Oh,
it's a good magic item.
Absolutely, I am the very happy.
I mean, everyone's magic items are. You know what? It's a new
I'll be-
year. Does everyone want their magic item?
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
Same.
Meanwhile, America's like earnest.
all right. I know when to hand stuff out.
There's nothing in that big old bag for me.
You capitalism clause.
Immediately, yeah, fucking, as you all look behind that Earth Golem, there are 3 more Earth Golems with boxes. Yeah, so let me...
Except users is asleep.
Let's get Hawks sent out. Really hoping that the link copies over. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna just send it because it's hyperlinked in there. That should be everything for that. Like I said, if the link doesn't, like, if it doesn't copy the hyperlink in, I can send the link for the summons. Well, the capital words L-I-N-K are not working, so I will. I came prepared. I have the document on hand. I'll grab it. It's the first time in a year that I've come prepared to a fucking session.
Metaphorically or literally?
I feel like literally. I feel like I come prepared, but y'all throw me off guard so quickly that I'm just like, everything I've prepared is useless.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what's-
I know that feeling.
Try being a new time DM in Ordaith.
So yeah, those are the summons. I linked you the document for those.
Oh yeah, you use your bag of tricks.
Yes, he did. So yeah, that is what your sword does, and then I linked you the summons. I upgraded your bag of tricks animals. I hope you like them.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of yawn animals, but now they're yoked.
No, they're no longer made of yarn, so they can't be set on fire.
Ooh.
What are they
There
made
goes
of?
half of Tala's
Fine,
distraction
asbestos.
techniques.
Where's
Hell,
The
I
num-
can't remember. Did I
Magical
send in send in the Holy Avenger with this, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so all the Troublemaker Holy Avenger just yeeked it into the portal.
I was thinking about upping Avox, but I think this should be good just because knowing red, this will be used to a obscene amount.
Ugh.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Because the ability of it is just... The ability of it, like, the wording of it is very vague, so it allows for a lot of interpretation, but I know that knowing red, this will be used against me very quickly.
Only very likely.
No big deal, right?
Like, compared to
love-
everyone else's, like, blurbs on their items, yours is very small, but the wording of the second ability... Like, just read the second ability.
There it is. There it is.
I didn't even finish reading it. Hold on. You punch people in the soul.
By the way,
I mean,
by the way, for
technically.
number 3, there are no charges to that. That is just unlimited.
I was about to ask.
And well, again, because your ring doesn't really do a whole lot outside of those two things. Like, it gives you the bonuses of a ring of free movement, and then it gives you 2 things that are special. So one of those things is unlimited because I'm like, this should be useful. And additionally, it doesn't recall you to the spot you left from.
Oh.
So
Hey guys, Ghost, who's a for Horsebuck? Oh my god, Ghost
There you go.
Spock is back!
No. No.
I'm being hyperbolic.
No. It's the
This
the quickest way to get me to kill your character.
I am very happy.
I think we're all happy about this.
yes,
Uh,
Tala is now a shining golden god, literally.
bright side, you all can also take some downtime to try and burn through the curses.
So I'm the only one that got fucked by it.
No, you still got one more.
No,
Wait,
no,
what
I'm
curses?
just
I don't
laughing
remember
at-
curses.
Oh, that's when you weren't here. So Storm tried to activate one of his abilities,
And it literally, like, he's like, sweet, I have a +7, 8, like, initiative with this thing. I'm like, cool. That becomes a -7.
First time
So-
we use each of these abilities, a curse activates only once.
Wait.
And because these are designed to be personally for you and can't be used by anyone else. So until they are attuned, like, specifically to you as a character, some bad shit happens.
It's only a one time, like once and done. But for example, Merrick's armor is a. I've already used 2 of my 3 abilities. It's a +3 breastplate with the shield now, and I can choose. It's base resistance to necrotic and radiant, but also I can choose. Use fire, lightning, acid, poison, cold, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. On top of that, but I only choose one of them for the day for a long rest. I also have improved initiative based on my proficiency modifier.
So your proficiency and also is added with your
These are all really good items. Like
They are very good.
And then there's a third ability that I haven't shown off yet.
They're which I've still got the curse on that one. We'll see. We'll see.
I know. I'm fully aware.
Walker, every time we use the item, we do the curses, right?
Yes, and then once it's done, it's done, and then you only have 2 more to go.
So I'm just throwing it out there, since Tala knows that this has her animal friends in it, the first thing she's going to do is just summon every single one of them.
Okay, so you can only summon 2.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
But that will trigger 2 of your curses immediately. So that great job. Roll me 2d8.
Okay. Yeah, so you see her open the hilt of her sword, and just 2 silver coins pop out, or the silver or gold. Silver.
They're silver coins. They've got gold etching on them, so like there's both silver and gold. Like they're pretty boss.
That's
And
cool
she
as
just
hell.
tosses. Oh, that's actually very convenient. I got a 1 and a 2.
By the way, they are like they are like regular coins. They are like beveled, so like they do have like the visages of these animals on them. So 1 and 2. Okay, so you watch where once what was the name of your jackal?
Jerry was the jackal.
You watch as now Jerry the jackal has been transformed. You watch as a bipedal, like anthropomorphic jackal, straight out of, for those of you who are versed in religion, like the statues of Anubis, is basically just standing before you all, like wielding a khopesh at his side and a javelin in one hand, like ornate, like gold armor with like rune stones carved into it, and is just looking alert and ready, like at attention. And then what was the name of your ape?
hot damn.
Can't remember what the ape's name was.
I feel like
George. It was George.
George.
Yeah.
Yeah, George.
Curious,
Yeah.
Curious George.
Well,
or George of the Jungle.
Rampage. But yes.
You
Also
see
good
a
reference.
and by the way, this is a large size creature now. As well, the jackal is like a medium sized humanoid. Like he's about as big as Rando. The ape is this gigantic, large, like ape. But the one thing that you notice is that its fur is like solid silver. Like it does move like and sway like with the wind, but it looks like its fur is literally made out of like silver. And I'll go ahead and trigger 2 of your curses. Let's see, what do I want to use? Because there are options I have here. I'm not gonna choose the last one because that kind of defeats the purpose of this. Because the first 2 specifically trigger on summoning a creature. Yep, okay, I'll go ahead and trigger these 2. I'll send them to you, Hawk, but then I'll let everyone else kind of know what happens via flavor text.
Okay. Also, I love that the images that I popped in my head were both from movies featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The Anubis jackal creatures from the hit early 2000s film, The Mummy Returns.
I was gonna say, are they talking about the Scorpion King or Mummy Returns?
Mummy Returns. And the other
I forgot they made that.
Silver
The
Gorilla
big-
from Rampage.
Yep. Here you go.
Let's see how this goes. Hold on, close this thing up some way.
So for those of you in the vicinity, you all do feel this, as it is like an actual like change that happens. But you, as Tala draws like their Holy Avenger from their sheath and like produces 2 coins and throws them out, summoning these entities, with the first one that hits the ground, like as the Jackal Warrior is summoned, like you feel the space bit. And by the way, like I should describe as well, like when Merrick got the Hauberk, it was like rusty and like kind of beat up and like shitty looking. That is kind of the case with Tala's like sword too. Like the blade is rusted and looks like chipped. The hilt seems to be kind of like unpolished iron, and the scabbard is kind of dull looking. As they draw it and produce their first coin, like literally as the coin pops out, like you watch as the hilt transforms and becomes silvered and amazing. The etched wings of the Holy Avenger now look beautifully polished silver with gold tracing across like the lines of where the feathers have like the bone, I guess, running through the, I don't know what you call it. And the hilt is like wrapped in this beautiful black leather that matches Tala's wings, and the pommel as well is kind of like a cool and misty moonstone. And the tokens are now all like polished silver. As it hits the ground, you can feel though that something is wrong, as Tala, you feel the magic of your sword kind of twist in on itself. And for everyone there, the aura of the Holy Avenger has now been turned against you. For the next minute, you all, like, so long as you remain within 30 feet of Tala and her sword, you all have disadvantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
So the aura has turned against us.
And then as the second one is summoned and the big silver
That
gorilla
one was.
appears, the blade becomes polished and sheen, beautifully mirrored edge, almost like looking into like polished glass. And as it lands on the ground, the big ape appears. You watch as its fur, it like is bright and brilliant silver, turns a dull silver as the creature now has the same aura as the sword, and anyone within 30 feet of the creature has disadvantage on saving throws and spells for and other magical effects for 1 minute.
I feel a strange compulsion to cast Hold Person on top. No, I don't actually. I cast Burning Hands. Yeah.
So yeah, you've now triggered 2 of the curses, which I think like so your animals are out, and like I think they don't go away till the next day. So after an hour passes, the curses will be done.
So your animals extend your auras. That's pretty beast.
No, they do not.
Oh, that's
this is just a curse.
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 Gotcha.
So Avok's gonna put his ring on. Wait, is it still in the form of a ring, or has its form changed like Grando's did?
It's still a ring.
Okay.
It is different looking. It looks now kind of like a dull iron ring. That. Let me think of how to describe this. You know, like those rings where it's like 2 rings linked by a chain?
Yeah.
It looks like that now. So both rings are kind of dull and like iron colored, and the chain is like rusted and seems to be almost like breaking.
Hey, Merrick, will you do me a favor and cast Hold Person on me?
Sure. I cast Hold Person on Avok.
Right.
With a disadvantage, but if you want to fail, you can.
I can't. While wearing the string, difficult terrain doesn't cost extra movement. In addition, magic can't reduce my movement, and I can't be paralyzed or restrained.
So the curse activates then, huh?
Yes, and I know exactly which one I'm going to pick.
Oh, no.
So, does my them being near my auras affect the curse, or affect his ability?
It might make this funnier.
I was wondering.
It would just be like yours would just affect the saving throw.
It will just affect the saving throw, so I still need you to roll for me.
Oh no! With disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what kind of save is Hold Person again? That's
Wisdom save.
Okay, so that was a 19 and a 6, so that's a 10 total.
Cool.
That's a fail.
So that is a fail against Merrick's DC. However, the ring does activate, and you watch as the first ring glows and shines and rebukes the effects of this magic, and you are now looking at this like polished, almost like blue, like kind of like tempered steel ring with this strange kind of a glow about it, almost ethereal, same as like your form when you were a ghost. And it rebukes the effects of the spell, so it doesn't affect you. However, you do immediately.
I'm slowed.
You're held for 1 hour.
Funny you should mention that. So you do cast slow in this instance on yourself, and you automatically fail the DC.
See, there's no.
Y'all push ball. Gallus. Gallus, you. Oh boy.
Why are you talking so fast?
Yusa, can you cast haste on him to counteract this at all, or?
Oh my god, it cursed you all. No.
Toddle's just playing with her
The
monkey.
fact that it cut out
Watching
actually
this.
made that funnier.
It did.
Man, you fucking asshole.
It's me. My ring made you all hasted.
Question, Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's going super slow, can the ape and the jackal just play catch with him since he can't move?
He can move.
But
Yeah, just super slow, yeah.
however, if I'm slowed, I can't take reactions, so I absolutely can't do any of my reaction stuff to dodge.
Yeah.
So they can just toss me around.
It's a training exercise.
Just very much. It's honest. It's not much, but it's honest work. Just throwing him back and forth.
Yeah. Also, when will I ever get a chance to catch Avok to do this?
Fair enough. So yeah, that happens.
While in the throes of this, I cast Etherealness.
Okay, I believe, if I remember correctly, that it takes you an extended period of time
Shit.
to
Yeah.
cast because you are slowed.
Probably, yeah. I think it takes like 2 rounds.
So while we do that, while that's happening, we're gonna shift to Rando. Rando, do you want to use any of your shit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let me just double check my stuff.
It's soften glue.
Fuck it. I don't want to kill anybody by accident. So we'll do the manipulate Earth ability.
Okay. What are you doing with the Earth?
I'm just gonna shape it into a chair and sit in it.
Okay. You shape it into a chair. One of the curses is going to go ahead and trigger. Which, by the way, I should say that like your grass blaze like does. We'll say that like it sizing up to your wrist is what happens after you cast this. And I'll outline what happens. So you cast this shaping of earth, and you conjure a chair of dirt. But due to your magic, it is held strong and steady. However, your curse triggers, and as you go to sit down, the chair collapses and you fall like flat on the ground. So yeah, you have lost your connection to the elements for the next 10 minutes. So you cannot cast any of like your elemental manipulations from the bracelet.
Oh,
and
God.
additionally, that
Oh,
extended spell list you got as part of like attuning to the 4 elements as part of like being a realms traveler, that's gone for 10 minutes.
Oh no!
Oh no! I feel naked.
That
God,
was exactly
what is
the
happening?
desired like reaction I wanted.
I can't feel nature, guys. Oh God, what's happening?
Hold yourself!
Actually slaps
Yep.
him.
Calling
I'm
you
a
while just, like,
Druid. That's my whole goal.
she just gives him a blanket, Like one of those, like you see at the end of like a horror movie, it's the trauma person blanket.
Yeah.
What I miss?
Right, those connections to the elements are temporarily severed for 10 minutes for the curse.
It's okay, buddy. Do you want some ice cream?
Avok, what do you have to say about this?
Drop me.
So yeah, you're casting Etherealness.
Attempting to, anyway.
All right. Well, bright side, this will
I'm
cancel
afraid
out.
of doing anything else.
This will not cancel out. This will not cancel out the curse of slow, since it lasts for. God, that's what now I remember what I was looking up. I was looking up how long slow lasts if you maintain.
I'm slowed for 2 hours.
God damn.
Does it really?
No, I'm kidding.
That'd be the
I was about
most
to say, I thought
broken
it was
spell.
a minute.
Yeah.
it's a minute. So yeah,
I know
after,
Storm of
after
Vengeance lasts a good long while.
we'll say that after a minute of being tossed around, like, well, actually, because you would have, it takes 2 rounds to cast it. So yeah, then because you have like you choose to cast, and then it takes another turn to be able to cast the spell that you desire. So yes, so in the span of the 1 minute that you are slowed, you're able to cast Etherealness. And what happens? This is going to be very funny for everyone watching this. As like Rando loses his connection to the elements and is like weeping. Tala's just kind of like inspecting her sword and just like watching her animals like throw Avok around. Avok's slowed and Merrick's just kind of like, this is all a lot that's happening. You watch as Avok's like body as it's being tossed around, like it's slow but it's putting up some resistance, goes completely limp, and the light fades from his eyes.
Oh shit.
God.
As Avok dies.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
And in his place,
Oh no! Oh god, no!
and in his place,
Yeah.
a slowed down ghost Avok appears.
So
As an orc,
Tala-
I want to point out as an orc because that is the form that he is currently inhibiting. But yeah, I hope you saved your lingering soul sheet, Red, because you're now like a ghost for an hour.
So naturally, Tala's taking this well. She is freaking out.
Merrick is
Because,
just
like her
rubbing
father
the,
before her, she has murdered Avok.
yeah. Merrick is like rubbing like the bridge of his nose, like. God, we gotta have a word about this.
She's just going to go
He's still
like, take the
slowed.
bot.
He's like,
I want to say, you hear at normal speed, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? Just make you wonder how fast Avok is saying this in real speed.
Can I try reviving the body?
he is fully a ghost for an hour.
Yeah.
His
No,
spirit will return to the body after an hour, but until that time, he cannot be brought
I,
back.
the character, know that though.
Yeah. Merrick stops Tal like, Tal, no. This is his fights.
Like,
This is my element.
I just killed him.
Tal, let me tell you, you did not kill him. This is pretty par for the course for this man.
the rules that stipulate for like your character is free to attempt it. The rules that state, however, for like resurrection is that the soul has to be willing. In this situation, the soul is forcibly unwilling to return.
Okay.
So
Hey,
like if
Avok's
Tala
chilling, this is
tries
good.
to do it, you'll literally just watch as like you cast Revivify and then like a just glowing red X appears over Avok's body and you hear
Well, carrying on to family business, I guess. I wonder how Rando's going to kill him next.
traditionally.
I will not be satisfied until every Darslin kills me.
Let's go
Don't
look
tell
up.
me. I have family connections now. I'll do it.
I mean, if anyone, you have the biggest reason.
Red, how is it that this party has been like this entire campaign has been you dying and me being crushed by buildings?
I don't know. I am honestly not planning these. This just keeps happening.
And I love it for that.
I mean, well, correction. This one I did plan. This one I did plan.
Yeah. Like,
Fully
my
this one
mother-
was planned.
My father killed him. My stepmother killed him. I've killed him.
Top again. This isn't you. This is the. I forget.
I love the idea of like everyone testing out their new magic items, like cave people just being like, let's see what work, and then like users just sitting there with their like magic item, like casting identify, trying to understand it, and everyone's just fucking dying shit all around them.
You know, user. I know that sometimes curses don't pop up on you know. I'm just gonna go into the woods and use my last curse. Fuck this. And I'm going to go be a wolf for about a little bit. So hit me with that with my curse.
I don't even know how to activate my other curse.
Oh god, the one responsible one and who's able to babysit everyone while this madness is happening.
Here's the thing: I can babysit you guys while like the curses go off and chaos reigns. But the fun in that.
Oh god, I think my Discord's crashing.
DM just quit.
DM, are you okay? Are
No,
you okay, DM?
my Discord crashed, so I had to drop and come back in. I literally last thing I heard was like rando saying something, then it immediately roboted and everyone went quiet. So I was like, okay, cool, my Discord's crashed.
Merrick handed Rando a silver dagger. Like, I'm gonna go into the woods and try out and just trigger my last curse. If I come back, I'm not in my senses. You know what to do, and I'm putting a charge.
Okay, so you're triggering your curse.
Yep.
Well, at least you told someone.
Hit me. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Yeah.
This is gonna be fun. Seize it, you bitch. Mm-hmm.
Why do I hear Storm laughing his ass off from the basement?
'Cause it's great.
Oh, Mary! I want you guys to know, Mary outstretches his arms. He glows. It's reading color. And then you see how actually turns into like a normal ass wolf.
Yeah, you just hear. Just like.
Wait, I can't understand him.
Well,
I can't understand him because I'm not like attuned with nature for 10 minutes.
You are not attuned with the elemental magic. You are still attuned to like your druid shit.
Yeah.
And you still have the wild plate, which lets you understand all animals. So you just hear the world's loudest and longest no.
Yeah, Rando hears Mirko. What the fuck? I'm not flying. I'm supposed to be flying.
Please tell please tell me Merrick wanders back into camp.
Yeah, he does wander back into camp, very confused.
So you just see like a literal like white wolf with just like wander back into camp. And just like literally walk over to y'all's tent and is just like staring at you.
Ala just pulls out another trauma blanket and puts it on him.
I shake it off. Merrick tries to say, I'm fine. I'm not traumatized. I'm just disgruntled. But he's just... I sound like Bailey. I hate when I'm having dinner.
Yeah, he just barks and a woos come out.
Should we get him a stick?
No, he's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
He's saying he's fine.
What the fuck's that? What the fuck? I saw chasing my tail. What the fuck is this?
And now he's doing that. Okay.
I mean, my stats become that of a normal wolf.
Yeah, so he literally has the intelligence of an animal.
Can we teach him tricks?
You know, wolves do attack people, so you gotta be careful.
Out
My
of
intelligence is
game.
negative.
You have a minute.
I mean, he's domesticated, right?
Like, I'll say this, like, you still have your memories and your ability to function as you normally would. Like, you have your alignment. But you just are, for all intents and purposes, a fucking dog.
Bella's just gonna give him some of the jerky from her rations.
Look, I'm still the Inquisitor. I will not be patronized. Oh, wow, jerky.
Sit! Sit!
Wait. What? No, I'm not gonna sit. Well. Depends.
I
Is
will.
no jerky? Is my food?
Steak?
Lay down.
Okay. Give me the food. Give me the food, man.
Tala holds back jerky until he shakes.
The funny thing is, my character can actually hear this as he's being. I want my food.
Tell her to give me the food and I'll do the thing. Rando, I think Inquisitor, I demand that you give me the food, please.
That's an order.
I order you. Stop the idea of dumb dog Merrick's like I order you. It's an order by your commander.
Legit, as a dog lover, this is like one of the happiest moments of Tala's life.
Yeah, no, as I'm a dog lover too, this is phenomenal.
I'm so glad that I put off us doing Capture the Flag just for Merrick to become a dog, Avok to kill himself and get slowed, Tala to anti-magic people, and Rando to fall on his ass. This is the best
Merrick
social session ever.
Merrick is like slow, by the way. Merrick is like such like a stern guy. Any chance to like take the wind out from under his sails and like lie in the mood with him, I'll always take it.
Am I still slowed, by the way?
I think a minute has passed. Like, I think Merrick going out into the woods and becoming a wolf and like y'all playing tricks with him is definitely over a minute. So you're no longer slowed, but you are still a ghost for an hour.
Excellent. So Avok's like, oh, this is familiar. Hey, Tom, you didn't get to see me like this. This is kind of how I was when I first met the group.
I will say this as well, since a minute,
You look a lot thinner.
since a
Thank
minute
you.
has passed, Tala, your auras are back to normal.
Cool.
Merrick goes off and marks his territory.
Tala, meanwhile, is fashioning the little Holy Avenger keychain into a tag for a collar for Merrick.
Don't do that.
Kidding.
I like the idea that you do have this really cool, like, epic, like, Holy Avenger, like artifact weapon that you now have. That I feel like Tala is going to just start slapping keychains on, because you've got the 6 unicorns, like, pin keychain,
Yep.
and you've got the Holy Avenger keychain.
I was just going to become an otaku at an anime convention.
That's the
real.
long-term goal.
That's the long-term goal, is to have 50 keychains on one sword.
Also, just to avoid too many people freaking out, Avok's going to use Supernatural Body from the Living Soul class feature and just turn invisible, just so people don't freak out that there's a ghost.
Also, I was about to say, shouldn't we send someone with Merrick in case someone goes eek wolf?
I got this. I will possess Merrick.
No, I got this. I'm gonna do the New York cab whistle and just have him come back.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, I failed my wisdom save, so I heal. I come back.
That's a good boy.
Good
Yeah, that's a
lord.
good boy. Come here.
By the way, all
Come
these,
here,
like,
Commander.
basically Celtic barbarians are, like, completely unfazed by the fact that there is a wolf running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Merrick is like very much like the German Shepherd at the airports. Right now, like he's trying to take himself seriously, but like every time someone says "good boy," his tail does wag.
He's having a good boy time.
Yeah, he's having a good boy time.
By the way, Rando, you do still have 2 more curses you can trigger potentially.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of.
And
I got one left.
Tala
both.
and Red have 1 left.
I think I'm going to wait till I'm back in my body. I think I have to wait till I'm back in my body.
It's probably a good idea.
How long are you stuck like this?
Also, check the chat. I just posted Lord Commander.
I can tell you this much: I'm going to be stuck like this a lot shorter than the last time I was like this.
I will say this: there is a great way to test and/or trigger your last ability, Tala.
Okay.
You still haven't attacked anything with this sword.
I was about to. I was honestly
The wolf leaves.
Until Merrick turned into a dog. She was going to try sparring with him to see if that would trigger it.
You can attack me.
But this
Wait,
is
you
Holy
want-
Avenger. You're a ghost. This will not end well.
Yeah, but it'd be funny.
How many times do you want my family to kill you?
I mean, they haven't been successful once.
Technically, once was correct. Once was enough.
Yeah.
And
He's still here.
Yeah, but I don't stay down. You guys never finished the job.
I'll get knocked down.
Yeah.
Merrick, Commander, do you mind if I attack Avok with my Holy Avenger sword and potentially sunder his existence? He's literally asking for it.
Merrick is currently digging a hole.
Thank you for the input, Commander.
Look, until he's back, I'm technically commander.
Right, who is second command?
I'm technically a commander, and I think this is a great idea.
If you want to do it, I'm not gonna stop you.
Also, just
Oh
to
my
clarify,
God, I
we've been
was
saying we've been saying Gallus instead of Avok.
Yes.
In character.
Yeah, no,
right?
I know.
Yeah.
This has just been a lot of chaos, so I know that you all are like in your characters would be actually.
Thank you. Just want to make
More
sure.
than we are.
No, you're all good.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to swing at him, go for it.
Okay, well, let's see which of us dies.
Maybe all my hit points is a lingering soul.
My wonderful. Wait, what?
I'm joking with you. Don't worry.
Oh.
Technically, I have lingering soul hit points, which is a D6 hit die.
Oh no.
So he technically has a lot less hit points than he did.
Technically speaking.
Also, I feel like. All right, let's see which of us dies. It should be like the Tala's family motto at this point. It's just a weird shit that happens.
That's the subtitle of Platinum Watch. Alright, let's see which one of us dies.
That's a cock I've never seen dice do before. It bounced out of my dice box and got hung on the hinge.
Man, that's a cock I've never seen before. Just
I know.
lingered there for so long.
Yeah, I know.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's immediately why I tried to rephrase it. So just an attack.
I have more hit points than a soul.
What?
Hold on. Hold on.
I just rolled. So I
You peaked like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled 14 d6 plus my con and somehow got more hit points than I currently have. Huh. Oh,
That's neat.
there was a typo there. That's why.
I was also gonna say that's it should be 13d6. Remember, you're a lingering soul.
Yeah, no,
That
I'm
means you have one less level.
Oh yes, that's right. Thank you for the correction.
So to hit, that's a ghetto 30.
Yeah.
Ghetto.
That misses surprisingly no.
So it does hit. As you watch the blade strike his ethereal, non-corporeal form, the one thing that happens at first is that as the magic of the blade strikes the magic of Avok's currently cursed form, there is some resistance that you get when you hit it. And as you watch basically the energies of two fucking aspects of the Forgone fighting each other, before your blade harmlessly passes through Avok's body, as your final curse triggers.
Just woo, I win.
By the way, you watch as your summons completely disappear.
So the ones tossing his body around are just gone. His body falls.
Yeah, it just drops to the ground.
Bodies hit the floor.
Be careful with the merchandise.
Wolf Merrick goes up and chews Avok.
Nope.
No, bad dog.
Bad commander. Bad.
I tried to possess the wolf.
Christmas
So,
saving
I
throw.
need a charisma save.
Red, you win. That's a 14 minus 2.
That's probably lower than my DC. I haven't checked yet, but yeah. You just hear in your head, knock it off!
Man, you hear Mary just go, hey, fuck, help! I've been cursed and turned into a wolf! Help
Yeah,
me!
we noticed.
So yeah, for the rest of the party, for the next 10 minutes, Tala is now holding just a normal longsword.
Tala's just looking at her sword, like, somehow I feel like I got the easy end of these curses.
And now your scabbard, you look down, is a nice, like, polished blue steel, kind of the same as, like, Avok's ring, with, like, gold inlays. Just kind of think like the sheath of the Master Sword is basically what I've given you.
Has it been a minute for Merrick yet?
Christ, yes.
Oh!
As you now appear, like, you all watch as, like, the wolf transforms back into Merrick. You are now looking at Merrick, like, on all fours with, like, Avok's leg, like, in his mouth.
Would you?
Commander, you don't know where that's been.
Must know everyone's trying to stop me.
Sorry, I was
Nick.
too busy stabbing Ghost.
Why were you trying to stab Ghost Avok? Where's Avok? Gallus.
He told me to. He outranks me, apparently.
Gallus is inside me, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Phrasing.
Buddy, I'm gonna need you to get out.
Okay. I don't leave.
Oh, you don't leave?
Yeah, I'm just fucking with them.
Cool. Time to trigger your last curse.
Oh shit! I'm out!
Nope.
Too late,
You chose
too
this.
Oh no!
Man, you and I die together!
Kind of
Won
fitting.
this like we started together.
Okay, so yeah.
I only have 89 hit points.
By the way, since you're possessing Merrick, both of you are under this effect.
No! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Not this funny, bro.
We don't know yet. Might not be.
Look, Red, no matter what happens, I have 201 hit points.
I just sent it to you, Red.
Oh boy. Let's find out. This is funny. Okay. It could have been worse.
Red, what is it?
His movement speed is slowed for 1 minute. It's basically cut in half.
Yep.
So now your movement speed is cut in half as you feel like, essentially, like, it's the sensation of, like, Ghost Avok becoming, like, the essence of gravity. It feels like you're just carrying, like, a whole ass person right now on your back.
Well, in the meanwhile, I'll take care of his body and... Oh, fuck!
As you watch him just, like, stomp over to Avok's body.
Okay, no. Okay, we'll just get the body in the tent. I'll just carry you fireman style. Let's go. I think I'm just gonna go. Please!
Wait, can I possess my own body?
I'm going to assume no because of the curse.
That's called having a soul.
Just whenever I had one of those.
Alright, I'm about Little Merrick.
So is Rex still under this effect because of Avok's curse?
No, the second you leave his body, he is no longer, like, under the effect.
Sorry about
I was hoping
that.
for something worse.
Okay, wasn't that bad. That was I think that's all three of my curses.
By the way, on your body, the ring now looks, like, amazing. Like, both of them are that kind of, like, blue steel, but one of them looks kind of, like, ghostly and ethereal, and the other has, like, these, like, purple, like, silver spiderweb designs on it, and the chain that links them is solid black.
Dope.
By the way, Merrick, your shield bracer, your pauldron, and your breastplate are all, like, super shiny and wolf themed and dope.
Nice.
Rando, you're at about, I'd say at this point we're about, like, at half the like, you're probably, like, sitting at 5 minutes left.
Alright, in that case, for shits and giggles, I'm going to use one of the other abilities and I'm gonna shapeshift myself.
Cool deal. I'm so glad that I get to use this because this is.
Yep, I knew it was gonna be it.
Please turn into a T-Rex. Please turn into a T-Rex.
No.
I can.
This is just for Zach. My liege,
fucking
assume
hate
your
you.
kingdom once more.
I fucking hate you.
Usurp me, coward!
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I was
So
about to ask,
you all watch as Rando attempts to wild shape. What would you have tried to wild shape into, Rando?
For shits and giggles, I was just gonna turn into a dog as well.
So you watch as like he begins to like his snout begins to elongate, his long begin to like legs come along. He begins to turn to like that dog shape. But then you watch as like he just kind of like Jekyll and Hyde kind of like jerks and twitches, and then you watch as his form like shrinks and compresses until you all are staring at a normal ass rat just on the floor of this tent.
Mary looks up at the sky and just says, "You know, I swear these guys have been watching us the entire time."
Hold on, I have a perfect
Jewel's
for this.
Eek, a rat.
Just literally, this is the chasm right now. Let me post it in Red's reactions. This is literally just the chasm right now.
Pretty much.
See, I was expecting him to turn into something like this.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to stop halfway through his transformation.
No, he just turns into a normal rat.
That's horrifying.
I
I'm
guess
going-
we. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I know you first.
That's horrifying.
It is. Can't look away.
Damn it.
I guess just pick up the rat. Offer the rat jerky also.
I will possess the rat.
Don't do this to me.
I'm done with my curses. I just go, "Hey, Rando, how you doing?"
You are not done with your curses because if you remember correctly, your movement speed is halved for 1 minute. So,
Oh, that would apply to him as well.
mm-hmm.
I possess the rat.
Rando, it feels like another rat is just laying on top of you.
If you kill me, I swear to fuck.
Come on, when's the last time Ava killed anybody? Merrick just is going to reach over and just hold Rando like, "It's okay, buddy. I'll keep an eye on you until you're safe."
You are holding the world's heaviest rat.
Yes, I am. And I also have a strength of 26.
Okay.
Tala offers the rat jerky and holds until he accepts it.
He's just not having it. You just see the biggest death glare right now.
Merrick is talking to Rando. Is like, "Look, Rando, trust me holding you is for your best safety." And a hawk just comes down and just takes him away. Ah, fuck!
Well,
Okay,
there goes my last living relative.
I will leave Rando's body.
You are no longer holding the world's heaviest rat, Tala.
Merrick.
Well, Tala.
Well, because Tala said she was going to pick him up, then Merrick was going to pick him up. We don't.
Okay.
So,
The DM never said which one picked him up.
that's fair.
It could just be like a Master Splinter sized rat, and we're both holding it.
You're just passing the rat around.
I like to think like a falcon comes down and just tries his ass at some points.
Well, I mean, no, because you're all still indoors.
Oh, right.
Would you prefer
Bust in
cheese
through the
Rando?
window.
By the way, Tala,
Yeah.
you still got about 9 minutes on your sword thing, and then Rando for your elemental attunement, you've still got 5 minutes, and then you still have 1 hour for the rat.
Yep.
Oh, an hour for the rat thing. Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do something that I've always wanted to do with Ghost Avok, but couldn't do because he never reached this level when he was dead. I'm gonna go fly.
Yeah, you just float away.
Yes, I just face to the ceiling. Later, guys.
Oh no, he's passed on.
Watch
Again.
out to my body. I'm gonna scare all of Black Hand's students.
I'm gonna go dig a hole a little bit and like hide Avok's body up to the neck.
There you go.
So when he comes back, he'll be very confused.
By the way, you're probably sitting at about 55 minutes.
It's 55 minutes left.
Hey,
55 for your ghost thing.
hey, Commander.
Yeah, be interesting.
Wanna build a maze and let Rando run through it to find cheese?
That seems that seems kind of
You're
degrading
lucky
to do
I
to your
can't cast
brother.
spells.
That's kind of degrading to do to Rando.
And
I
I'm
think.
joking. I
Yeah.
don't really know what to do here.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Mary proceeds to dig the hole.
Yeah, I mean, you are literally burying your oldest friend up to his neck.
Yeah.
And-
Gauss and I fuck with each other.
Oldest friend my ass.
Well, Gauss was a bit of a wingman for me for a while. Rando is like he's one of my oldest friends within Platinum Watch. It's
Also, Avok will find it funny.
yeah.
Fair enough. I guess I'll just make sure that a wolf or a hawk doesn't come and,
It's your half brother.
Yeah.
So yeah. In the meanwhile, I think Merrick's going to go out and like explore more of the culture of her clan, Erkitlan, just because this has been on Merrick's mind for a while, and it dawned on him after learning about all this that when people grow up, they learn quite a bit about their culture and their customs from their parents and like where they come from. Because Merrick was a wolf for like 10 or so years of his adolescence, he never got that, so he's going to try to absorb as much culture and understanding of his ancestors as he can.
Gotcha. So you're doing that. Tala's guarding. I'm assuming you're guarding the buried Avok and Rat Rando.
I mean, that's kind of her thing. Just making sure people don't die or get kidnapped
Or have their eyes plucked out by falcons.
Yes, that too.
I'd like to see them try.
I put sunglasses on it.
I mean, you could see them try. We'll be watching the whole time. You have a third person perspective on this.
So yeah, what is Ghost Avok doing?
Just chilling and vibing mostly.
Okay.
Since he can be both invisible and flying, I suppose he's gonna head on over to the. This is a great chance to spy on Blackhand.
This is an excellent chance to spy on Black.
Let's fucking go.
You got 55 minutes.
Yeah. Gonna hang out and be like, alright, time to spy on villains.
Yeah, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and do Merrick's thing, and then we'll get to Avok's thing.
By all means, take your time.
So, Merrick, I will say this, for the sake of, like, immersing yourself in the culture of Kynagal, I could do a thing where I make you roll a bunch of history checks, or I could just kind of, like, lore / exposition dump, if you would prefer. It is up to you which you would want to do. Because you have a lot of time to immerse yourself. You have 2 days.
Yeah, I'm going to just do the Pathfinder thing and take 20 and just get the exposition.
Cool deal. So immersing yourself kind of like in the history and culture of Kynegal, the main things that you really get from Kynegal, so going through the history, initially there were a lot of, like, following the Dark Age collapse, Kynegal was a lot of disparate kind of like warring kingdoms with a lot of kings. There was, it was literally just fighting over resources and territory for a long amount of time, until King Kyne began to unite the land. However, his rule was not without problems, as he was a bit of a despotic ruler and a conqueror. He took over large swaths of land and basically squeezed its people for the resources that they had to kind of like further the goals of his specific clan. It wasn't until his army landed at the fjords of Ergid and Gilder, Silver and Gold, that he met his match under the devil known as Ilum Lifedrinker, where he and his entire army were slaughtered by a single man. After that time, the leaders of what would become Clan Gilder and Clan Gildrich and Clan Ergidlan went around at that time to the strongest clans that represented Kyan's army, and they arranged a peace between them in that these 5 clans, known as the Founding Five, would be kind of the deciding body for the remaining clans in Kynegal, and would serve a high king, with the like games that you all are will be engaging in being the process of election for a high king from amongst the 5 clans. Now, over time and through a lot of other things, new clans began to pop up, and additionally the other clans that were subservient to the main 5 petitioned for more rights and freedoms. The biggest thing that ended up shaping the clan system into the clans of 48 that we know today is during the Third Age, early on into it, when magic was kind of running wild in the wake of the Dragon War, the clans of Kynegal, which, by the way, the name Kynegal means Kyne's demise. The clans of Kynegal found themselves at the mercy of a lot of Fae, as with many of the dragons driven out from Kynegal during the Dragon War, the Fae saw it as an opportunity to come in and kind of like steal up resources and people. However, the people of Kynegal were very clever, but they also treated the Fae with respect. So as they kind of like negotiated and bartered with the Fae ended up building a very mutually beneficial arrangement between their kingdoms and the kingdom of Kynegal, allowing it to grow and kind of prosper into the land that it is today, kind of free from outside influence. As such, people of Kynegal have a very deep reverence for nature, as well as the spirits and beings of kind of like trickery, but also like powerful like natural magics. They have a deep sense of family and belonging, a strong like lean towards respect and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Wisdom. But then, of course, because of like their history, they are not weak. A lot of people in Kynegal spend a lot of time not only like farming and tilling their land, but also like training, like a lot of training. Most of the children in Kynegal are incredibly tough and resilient. due to the kind of like nature of their relationship with the Fae, as well as like their culture as warriors.
Out of curiosity, with the reference for nature and such, but also their admiration of strength, how would they see lycanthropes?
Lycanthropes are actually part of the culture. It was brought in during the Second Age, during the Dragon Wars. Some of the dragons in Kynagal sought to cultivate lycanthropy to build stronger warriors. But the people of Kynagal had like a reverence and respect for nature, so even when their clansmen were afflicted by lycanthropy, they didn't view it as a curse, so long as the person was not or like didn't give in to the instincts of the beast. They viewed it as basically like returning to roots or basics, becoming, you know, the animal. So they those affected by lycanthropy view their station as one of like, we are strong warriors, we are, you know, powerful, but we must not sink our teeth into people. We cannot spread what we are if it's not willing, as it is our nature to, you know, become a beast. But at the same time, they also like have a place of respect in society because they are defenders of people.
Gotcha.
Additionally, since a lot of lycanthropes have ended up like having children over the years, many people in Kynagal, if they aren't afflicted by lycanthropy, may have like enhancements due to the nature of like their family's bloodline lycanthropy. And those that are still like lycanthropes or shifters typically have a lot of control over what they are, because they spend a lot of time training, honing their mind, as well as like most of them being as well like born lycanthropes rather than infected.
Merrick loves this place.
Yeah, man. Ireland's got good myths on werewolves.
Oh, hell yeah.
That is true.
That is
I love
historically accurate.
Woo! Let's go Ireland.
Except
Oh.
their thing is, again, like, so like people would be turned into wolves or like whatever, but they had to be like, oh, don't, you know, harm the flesh of the innocent, or you'll be stuck a wolf forever. And they're like, ah, damn, beans.
Fine.
If I have to, I guess. So yeah. Additionally, there is like I said, a lot of reverence for like natural like things, as well as like you like immersing yourself into the culture, just because like you have spent a lot of time as well with Rando and Tala's artist sister. You have an understanding of like architecture and like art. A lot of the like buildings in Kynagal are hewn from natural sources. Like, it's very rare that they do like a lot of their buildings are like built into the hillside, like they basically like tunnel in and reinforce the structure with wood, or it's like used with stacked stones and mortar. Like, it's basically just a shifting of resources. A lot of the landscape has very natural architecture, like the homes and steads are built into the hillsides or the mountainsides, or in the forests. If they do chop down trees, there is a reverence for which they do so. Same with if they dig out a hill. They're like, they never take more than they have to, and they always just use everything that they take.
Gotcha. I might fucking move here after I retire. Yeah, America's really vibing with like getting to see like his homeland, his ancestral homeland. This is gonna like ring for no one other than Red, but I'm my grandpa when we went to Ireland.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna find this place is equivalent of Mount Kilpatrick, and despite the urging of my family climates.
Hell yeah, dog.
Mad lad.
Time to know when he was 70. Wait, I think he was 80. Fuck. But yeah, that's the. I do have one other thing I want for Merrick to do, but I don't want to take up everyone else's time. So, feel free to like jump to the next player.
Additionally, I will say this.
Yes.
Just because we're not a huge, we lean into stereotypes because it's a part of our, it's unfortunately a part of our culture. But I also don't like harmful ones. I will say this. Kynegal's agricultural system is not built on the back of the potato, because unlike real world Ireland, England didn't fuck with Kynegal.
Yeah.
And they didn't collapse their entire agriculture market by forcing them to grow one fucking crop.
That wasn't indigenous to begin with.
Now, Kynegal does have potatoes. Let me be clear.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is a fantasy world, and I can put whatever crops I want wherever I want, regardless of agricultural leanings. But the potato is not, like, the staple of Kynegal. It is in a lot of their dishes, but it is not the sole thing that grows there.
Kynegal never got colonized by the British.
Yeah, Kynegal resisted all colonization. Imagine if Ireland, like, literally beat up everyone that came there.
I mean, nowadays, probably could do us some damage.
We had to die and send our gods.
That's what did on and send their gods.
Yeah, they, it's very, very different situation. While it is based in, like, Celtic Gaelic Ireland, like, that is the story inspiration for this section of my world, very different historically, so take all interpretations with a grain of salt. Don't come kill me.
Whenever I like hear like of like real world influences in like D&D, I always assume like the positive knows, not the like negative stereotypes.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying this for the audience so I don't get
Fair
murdered.
enough.
I'm gonna cancel you on twitter.com.
Joke's on you, I deleted my Twitter.
Oh no!
Joke's on you. Elon Musk destroyed Twitter.
That's why I deleted mine. Had to get off.
Jump ship. Why would you jump now? This is when things are getting interesting.
That and one other reason, which is like, I'm not gonna get to it into session, but it's like it was very annoying for me when a lot of the stuff that people I follow got posted to my timeline, because it filled my timeline with stuff that I would not look at and things that are not acceptable in a workplace.
I totally know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I've dodged a few bullets like that at work.
Anyway.
Yeah, I had to find some filters.
So that's that. I will say this just because I want to give them a chance to RP, but I also don't want to like waste time. Tala, your watch will be completely uneventful for 1 hour, like, so luckily you don't have to worry about like Avok dying or Rando being snatched by a fucking falcon. So that when they're back, you can chat with them to your heart's desire. I just didn't want you to have to be like, oh, this bird has stolen my brother. Well, time to kill.
Side quest.
I mean, it would have been a hilarious little side quest.
I don't think it would have been hilarious for Rando.
I mean, okay,
Avok's body.
Okay, out of game, I'm just trying to figure out Rando trying to like escape a hawk, and I'm just picturing this as like a do.
I was picturing this in a very different way. I was thinking of like the literal like Pickle Rick episode, but it's Rat Rando. It's like, man, he turned himself into a rat. Funniest shit I ever see.
I was thinking of like there's a anime where someone was in this, I can't remember what it was, like a gag anime, like one of those gag harem animes, like Nejima or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And has this exact same idea, like someone gets turned into a rat and then just gets kidnapped by a bird.
Hear me out.
Hold on,
Avok's unconscious body gets kidnapped by a rock.
hold on.
Like
There's
WROC rock.
Yes, the bird one.
Okay, just double checking.
Yes, Storm?
There's an animated movie that this reminds me of. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it. But you know the one. And if I
The one with three
the three kids and like
rodents that have to build an airplane.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
The one girl just gets captured by an owl, and it's like the most terrifying chase sequence of all time.
Yeah, because someone spills mustard gas into a forest or something.
Yeah.
I have no idea what movie y'all are talking about, but this sounds
I have no idea
wild.
what's going on, I'll be honest.
I'm gonna go find a gif of it, and I'll be right back. We'll play without me.
So we're gonna focus on Avok's ghost espionage real quick.
Yes.
So yeah, you're going to spy on Black Hand. By the way, we will be. This has been a lot of chaos. We will be wrapping, like,
Someday.
after the spying, and if Tala and Rando wanted to have a conversation, I will extend like the session to have like that happen because obvi. But yeah, we'll do the spying because there's some stuff that's gonna get dropped here that's gonna be pretty great. So yeah, you're invisible and you're a ghost.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're familiar with where their camp is, so you could find it pretty easily.
Alright, so Avok is just gonna float all in, doing his ghostly things.
The students are sparring outside. The warriors are getting prepped. Everything seems pretty chill. The only thing that you notice is that James is not, clearly seen.
I go to search for him.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Right.
Found it.
Natural 20!
Okay.
That's 22.
22. Yeah, you're able to find him. You scour the campsite and realize that they are not there. The leaders of Clan Kerbrock, Ludash, and Kam Noir are not there either. But you do find like papers and clippings that kind of like let you know where they're going. So you head outside the ritual grounds. Off to a cairn. Well, I should clarify. It is a grave, not a cairn. Because a cairn is basically just a collection of stacked stones, but it is a grave decorated with cairns. It is a burial mound. And kind of like sifting through the walls and going inside, first off, this burial mound is full of like undead, but they seem non-hostile to, or at least they see there are no signs of like scuffle or like fighting here. So you surmise that like the clan heads just walked right through. Inside, you find them in the midst of a discussion. And this is your first time kind of like laying eyes on the head of Clan Kerbrock. As Camilla told you all, Vestia, her grandson, got lost in the Feywild and did get aged up. You are looking at a half-elven man that is like very lithe and tense, but muscular, like very well built. This is a warrior through and through, and he has tats running up his torso, his arms, and his face. Even though it is old and kind of like withered looking, he still looks fierce. And go ahead and make me a perception check real quick.
Perception is 26. Oh no, 25.
25. You notice something in the room. A couple somethings, actually. As the head of Clan Luzdash and Kamnoir are arguing, kind of like basically just throwing grievances at Vesha, the one thing you notice is that he is sharpening an axe. But strangely enough, you've seen it before. You are looking... it looks very different than when you first saw it. But you are looking at Chilled.
And who's sharpening the axe?
Vesha.
Vesha.
It looks very different. It no longer looks like the sentient kind of like axe that it was with the ice spirit. So you're assuming, without identifying it, you're assuming that if like that either they purged the ice elemental from it, or they have stacked some new enchantments on it.
What is Vex here? Oh shit!
This is
And just-
department.
Yeah. And Vesha is the leader of Clan Luthrain?
Clan
Luthrash?
Kerbrock.
Clan Kilbrock, right. Clan Kil-
Can we tell Vex?
You certainly can.
I've been messaging him. I'll let him know.
Oh, I just put in the
Oh,
future.
yeah, I did. Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Additionally, you see hovering kind of behind Vesha is James Blackhand. His sleeves are rolled up, and you do notice that wrapped around his hands, different again from when you first saw them, are the hand wraps of Devonia. They seem fully awakened now.
Interesting. If Avok remembers from his time holding them, that means that the paranoia has subsided.
Potentially.
Oh shit. Because I remember what they could do. They're a very dangerous weapon.
Looking around this cairn, you see that there are a wealth of other magical items and weapons.
Oh shit.
And you assume that the one thing that I will say this is that you notice that Clan Lugdash and Clan Kamnoir do not have any on their possession. Like anything that looked even like it would be remotely magical, nothing.
And Luke Dash and Clan what?
Kamnoir.
The Hugh. Okay, just making sure I would get that right in my notes. Clan Noir. Okay.
And as on that note, like that is what the complaint that you reach is, that they are yelling at Vesha and James because when they joined this alliance, Clan Kerbrock and Clan Kerbrock and the Eclipse agents forced Clan Lugdash and Kamnoir to hand over all of their magic items that were not of familial significance. So anything that wasn't like my family's battle axe or like my great grandfather's bag of holding, they didn't take. Like anything that would be of like value to the person that had it due to like personal reasons was not taken, but everything that could be used as an armament or a boon was taken. Vesha told them that he was claiming them as tribute to their new High King.
Gotcha.
But pretty much they're pissed, just because, for one, they didn't want to be in the losers bracket. They wanted to face the tournament head on and win due to their own strength. But Clan Carebrock told them they had to do it this way. And then to make sure that even if they decided to back out, that they couldn't do anything about it, Clan Carebrock sabotaged their first round by 1, not participating, and 2, getting their forces easily discovered.
Beautiful.
But Vesha seems unfazed by their complaints, mostly because since they've entered the losers bracket, they have done nothing but win. And even though there are 2 days between matches, Clan Carebrock has petitioned an expediency for their next match, where in the losers bracket they will be facing Clan Fergusa. Clan Carebrock has basically asked to do that today, even though normally they'd have to wait 2 days.
They're trying to speed through the fights.
Not speed through their fights, but just get this one over with.
Okay.
Vesha seems very confident in his ability to win.
Huh.
Did it cut out?
No, I'm just thinking because I feel as though I might be missing something. So I'm just trying to make sure I absorb everything. Because
Yeah, go ahead and hit me with what you got so far, and I can fill in any gaps.
right, so they're in this crypt filled with undead, but the undead seem to not have stood. They didn't unharm them. They didn't harm anyone, or they didn't even wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Clan Carebrock's leader, Vesha, elven dude, muscular, tattoos all over the place. Sharpening chilled.
Mm-hmm.
Clan Ludash and Clan Kanea don't have any magical items, and they're very mad about that. They're also mad about how they're going through the tournaments. Since Clan Carebrock sabotaged their first round by basically forcing them to be discovered and not participating.
Mm-hmm.
Vesha is confident that they'll win and wants to get through the next round fast.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm a dummy and I don't recognize the names too well, the people that they'll find, that's not us next, right?
No, because they're in the losers bracket.
Right. Yeah, we're not going to see them probably till the end.
Probably.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, Clan Fergusa was fighting Clan Arthur in round 2, while y'all were fighting Clan Maeve, and they got stomped.
Right. And
We
I like
wanna-
to
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
and I like to play Avon kind of loosely with his intelligence, but he's small enough to know that if he were to try to possess the axe, that there's been discussion that it's intelligent and that might go bad for him.
Potentially.
Yeah.
So, who wants to drop out and enter the losers bracket so we can fight these guys?
I'm just wondering if this is enough information to potentially out them as someone who was fighting dishonorably. If that would jeopardize their chances.
We challenge them to a special match, no magic items allowed.
That could be something. I just want to get a little closer to Blackhand.
Okay.
Just to kind of read his demeanor.
Sure thing. Make me an insight check.
Where is my insight? Sorry, I was looking at my spells a second ago.
All good.
That is a 18.
18. He seems pretty much unfazed by what's happening in here. Like, for a guy who is considered a master martial artist, I'll say this, since you are also considered a master martial artist, seeing how his other peers have carried themselves and the way they handle their demeanor, Blackhand is very different. Like, Suyin has a strong foundation and is a very fierce fighter and a fierce speaker. A lot of their aggression is tempered with wisdom. So they are not going to rush into a fight without preparation, but they're someone who could win even without it. Voss, like the wind that he embodies, is loose and kind of wild. His stance leaves a lot of openings, but the way he carries himself and like the shifting of his weight and position, as well as like the movement of his body, allows him to shift anything vital or important out of harm's reach and strike back against an opponent, in the instance of them doing something aggressive against him. Guan, who embodied kind of like the element of water, you knew him pretty well. Like, you sparred with him a lot. He is really good at kind of like taking the flow of energy and reversing it. Like, if you had to put a form to each person, Suyin would probably be kind of like Tiger Crane. You would say Guan would be kind of like a master of like Tai Chi. Voss, not to get like Avatar on this.
Bagua, Northern Shaolin.
No, because I wouldn't say Voss practices Bagua. Like, there's part of it in his style, but that's not it.
Himself is more explosive than that.
You would say, like, Drunken Master with the way that he moves and sways, but he doesn't fight that way. Like, it's not the fight of someone, like, moving and weaving, like, faking inebriation. It's someone who's literally becoming the wind.
He has that unpredictability.
Yeah. He's got that Zahir movement style.
Ah.
But with like, each of them has kind of like a looseness in their kind of stance. Even Suyin, because they have to be like light on their feet for their movement but stay grounded. James is James embodies the ideal in martial arts that is known as Zen. Like, even here, standing in this tomb full of corpses being berated by his enemies, he is a million miles away. He is in this moment, but he is thinking ahead. Like, he is completely still and motionless, but looking at his stance, there are no openings you could take.
Yeah, that tracks. I had a really bad idea, and I realized I don't have the time to even do it if I wanted to.
Like, to give you an insight, like, when they were all students of the four elements, James was Earth. Suyin was fire, Guan was water, Voss was wind.
Right.
They've all since advanced their own forms and their own techniques, but they're all still pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
And they all keep their base foundation.
Is there anything else that Avok learns while he's down there before his time as a ghost is up?
I'm trying to think of what Ghost Avok could really do.
There's only one thing I was considering doing, but I don't have the time for it. Well, there is one other thing. Hold on, let me double check this.
Yeah, double check something, and I'm gonna think for a second.
Because there's no way I could consume enchantment.
No.
Yeah, no.
You fucking mad motherfucker.
I appreciate the gumption, but no.
I didn't even have an hour to try. I mean, I could try that.
What do you want to try, Red?
Aunt. Being at first level, you're able to focus on small objects and move them with an alarming speed using your phantom strength. I can, as an action, choose an object that weighs no more than 10 pounds within 30 feet of you.
So catapult.
Yeah.
So catapult.
Like, throw Chill at me to grab and turn invisible with.
Don't know if Chill's gonna go
Yeah.
along with that. That's the only thing.
So I will say this. It does turn invisible, yes. But it is a corporeal item,
Yes.
first off. So you'd have to drag it all the way back.
That is true. And it's also currently attuned to somebody, and I don't know if it's going to fight back on me. If I just know the full lengths of Trill. He doesn't know the full details behind it.
Only I do.
Exactly.
Even Vex didn't know.
Exactly. There's only one person here who knows the truth, and that's the most dangerous person in the room.
Oh, yes.
I could just have all the armor in the room just...
Spooky,
scary
skills.
Yeah, I could just have all the armor in the room attach itself to me, and I just start dancing. An ability I only ever used once.
Red, I'm gonna kill you. If you get Avok killed, I'm gonna kill you.
I know. How is this area lit right now?
Dimly.
Dimly.
Look, if I'm just gonna say it, if you do this and get caught, we can get disqualified.
That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna be the voice
Yeah,
of reason here.
Thank you.
Say that also.
Thank you for the reminder. I thought that was only if we get killed. We get that. If we kill people, we get disqualified. Thanks for the reminder. I leave.
Okay.
I'm sorry to be the buzz.
No,
here,
dude. Thank you
but-
for reminding. No, dude. It was a very, very responsible thing to remind me to do. So thank you for that. I didn't want. I would have felt real shitty if I got us disqualified.
I'll say this. You wait for your opening, because leaving now, like, it's about gathering as much information as possible.
I'm pretty sure Gal spends 20 minutes going, like, looking at the exit, looking at Chill, like.
Yeah, you're able to kind of like build a layout of this burial mound. So if you decide to come back here, you've got it mapped. But as you're getting ready to leave. The other two clan heads leave. And as they leave, like, Vesha turns to James and goes, "The whining of whelps." So, when we inevitably reach the top of the winner's bracket, once we eventually reach the top of the loser's bracket, we will have to choose our fight amongst the winners. We'll need to be careful, because we can only choose one clan to fight, and they would need to lose twice to be disqualified. And he goes, "While fighting Ergedlan would be a potential choice, and a smart one, given that anybody in the loser's bracket who has been disqualified by them will no doubt want another shot at them. I caution that instead we focus our efforts on Clan Sylphane. Inevitably, anyone they defeat in round 2 or 3, if they are able to climb to the top, will want a rematch. If we focus on them, then there's the potentiality for them to lose. If they don't lose, if they lose but one match, then that will be surely the most interesting finals that we will have, because that means that 3 alliances will proceed to the fight for the crown of High King." "Yes, you're right. Well, if we tackle them and get our win, that puts us back in the running. And if they lose a second time, then they shall be removed. Simple as that." Well, then we'll have to hope that we can fight our way out of the loser's bracket and crush anyone who gets in our way. Yes, that we shall. And that's the last bit of information you get as you dip the fuck out of there and inevitably return to your body, being buried to the neck.
As I dipped out, I just want to take a more careful look at my way out to see if there was any device or things that were lighting up that might have been an indication as to why these undead were asleep or undisturbed.
Sure.
Just an investigation check?
Arcana.
Arcana, okay. That's 15.
Did you get my guys from a mile away?
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
I
Yeah,
tried.
you didn't, don't find anything.
Alright, I dip.
Alright. With that, you return to your body and find yourself buried up to the neck, in the dirt.
They knew!
Being guarded by Tala and a now no longer Rat Rando.
I shadow jump out of the hole.
Cool deal.
Hey,
You can do that.
We have a problem.
okay. There's a lot of those.
I spied on James Blackhand and the leader of Clan Kelprock.
I
Rando.
could get us disqualified.
He has chilled.
Alpha?
We saw Alpha dead in the snow. He has Alpha's axe.
I'm assuming.
Oh
this
yeah, I
is-
guess we did see that. Yeah.
I'm
Hey guys, I'm
assuming-
back from getting some lore. There's a lot of interesting things. Why does everyone look so grim?
I'm assuming this is a bad thing.
Alpha was a companion of ours.
Oh. I see.
Yes. And from what Reno told me, his axe was sentient. We don't know
Kinda?
we don't know the full details though.
It was definitely not happy. I remember that much.
And
Again,
yeah,
that was like 2 years ago.
yeah.
3?
Speaking of, the axe looks different now. Like it, I could still recognize it as chill, but it was different. I think chill all this time has been a fragment of the Forgone.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, just raises more questions about what Alpha was dealing with. And
I don't even know. I don't think he even knew.
yeah, I mean, not a lot was going on upstairs.
Okay, that's just because he couldn't say more than 3 syllables, huh?
He got lost in our library.
Haven't we all done
I
that
got
at this
stuck
point,
in a
though?
library.
But you went to the Feywild, it was different.
We've all gotten stuck in libraries, let's be honest.
We've
It
all been
happens.
stuck in the Feywild. To be fair, Alpha got got lost in the library, and Walker's World has a Dewey Decimal System.
But also, Blackhand and Clan Kilbrock forced Clan Ludash and Kondawar to throw the first match. They intended to go into the losers bracket. They're planning on challenging Clan Sylvain. That's the one we have an alliance with.
Right.
And if Clan Sylvain loses,
Twice.
exactly, which they have a better chance to do. I think we should throw a match, get into the losers bracket, and knock them out.
Walker, am I there at this point, or I just want to
We'll
make
just
sure?
say everyone's there.
Yeah, I know. I know. I made a joke earlier, but I just want to make sure, like, canonically.
We'll just say everyone's there.
Sure. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
And Walker, that's how that works, right? If we lose, we would eventually be able to fight Blackhand and his group, and if they lose to us at that point, they get knocked out.
There is the potentiality for that. However, the one thing as well is that there are no guarantees you will fight them in the losers bracket. And if you all reach the end of the losers bracket and you all don't fight one another, there's still the potentiality for them to win their way out of the losers bracket into like the final like choosing tournament without having to fight y'all.
And we'd be fucking the shit out of luck, or would we also get to choose?
Basically here's how it works. Once you win your way out of the losers bracket, because there are 3 winners in the losers bracket with the way things are stacked. With the way things are stacked, there would be 3 winners. Those 3 winners then challenge the 2 winning clans, or the 2 winning alliances of the finals. Whoever's in the losers bracket has to win 2 rounds against the finalists in order to return to the main like tournament. By contrast, those in the main tournament only have to, beat the opposing team once to fully knock them out of the tournament. So, Clan Carebrock still has to win 2 rounds. If they fight both rounds against Clan Sylvain and win, they're in the main tournament. However, at that same time, if Clan Sylvain loses to another clan, then they'll be knocked out basically, and then it would be between Clan Carebrock and whoever fought them to duke it out amongst themselves. So if you enter the losers bracket and you chose to fight the exact same clan that Clan Carebrock fought, and you both win, then you two would duke it out amongst yourselves to fight in the main tournament. However, if you guys decide to stay in and win throughout the remainder of the tournament and stay in the winner's bracket, there is the possibility that you all will not fight them until they end up in the other tournament, which is still a situation where you can still beat them.
So So basically, there are 3 champions of the losers brackets, and they get to challenge either of the 2 winners of the normal brackets, and then the results of those dictates who goes on to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Now-
we're better off just kind of staying off in, keep winning, and just make it to the normal finals. And if we lose, we can kind of come back if that happens.
If you stay in the normal finals, you can lose and that not be the end of everything. Like, you still have a chance to make it up. But if you go into the losers bracket, that is the more direct route for immediate confrontation with Clan Kerbrok. However, it's also higher risk because if you lose once, you're knocked out for good.
Mm-hmm.
However, since you know that they're fighting Clan Sylphane, if you get into the losers bracket and you also choose to fight Clan Sylphane, like, that means that if you can beat Clan Sylphane, you would be in the running for a direct confrontation with Clan Kerbrok and can eliminate not only them, but Clan Sylphane as well. Now, you did have an alliance with Clan Sylphane to be like, if we both make it to the finals and both make it out of the finals, we'll work together to make sure that you and Clan Ergidland are the only ones standing to duke it out amongst yourselves and sort that shit out. But that alliance was stringent upon that, like, you and them getting to the finals.
I don't suppose I could enter as Clan Gildrich.
A little late for that.
Yeah, figured.
I still don't think we should throw the match and end up in a losers bracket. That's just my personal opinion, guys.
Too many variables.
Yeah,
Additionally,
it's
I
too high
will say
risk.
this out of game, just because Vex isn't here to say it. Yuza did do their whole, like, see the future thing and found that, like, the best, like, path is to just keep winning.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right. We have a divination wizard.
Right, so Yusa snaps me upside the head. It's like, I already did this, dummy.
I already did this, dipshit. We're gonna keep winning. Fuck y'all.
What's the point of having a divination principle if we're not going to listen to her?
Ava just kind of
That's fair.
sighs.
That's fair.
Ava just kind of sighs, like, maybe I'm just too eager to fight Blackhand.
You'll get your shots.
Yeah, I get the feeling that's still going to come up regardless.
It's gonna happen eventually.
And Gallus, when that comes up, when that fight happens, you're the wounded party in this. What do you want to do with him?
I have no personal beef with Blackhand. This isn't like my issue with the Watcher.
Still, of all of us, you're the most experienced with the monastic skills, so I'll leave him to you.
He's a master of martial arts. It's going to be harder to keep him imprisoned. If we can, I'd prefer that. Perhaps I can seek guidance from Guan Yu or Su Yin.
I'll reach out to Lensbor and the rest of the R&D team of the Dawn. Finding a way to keep him imprisoned suitably would be a nice challenge for them.
And I'm gonna search for weaknesses.
I'm sure Lensbor has been thinking of a way to stop a monk ever since he found out I'm alive.
I'm
I mean, didn't you
surprised
two,
let me
like,
walk
break
around
into-
still.
Oh wait, that was
Wait,
Alpha.
what?
That. Yeah, I sent word to Lensbor too, I think. So. Alright.
All right, and with that,
Jill's alive. Jill's here, you fucking madman.
we will wrap tonight's session. Thank you all for tuning into this lovely session of Platinum Watch. I've been your Dungeon Master, Walkmaniac C, and joining me as always are my ever-present role players. Going in no particular order, we have the Hawka Bridge playing Talasoon.
Woohoo!
Zodiac Sec 19 playing Random Mishorm.
I have waffles.
Red Beast 13 playing Avok Korik.
I'm a ghost!
And Storm Sage 13 playing Merrick Gilder.
I never got tummy pets.
Thank you all for
I was
tuning
going
in.
to do it.
Thank you all for tuning
Yeah,
in, and
you
we
have
hope to
to,
see you all
but-
in the next session. Goodbye.
Bye.